16 people now are confirmed dead after Friday's devastating explosion at the munitions plant in Humphreys County. And today, we are expecting to learn the names of those who died. Initially, authorities believed that 19 people were missing. Then that number dropped to 18. And then yesterday, law enforcement told us that 2 more people, it turned out, were not at the plant at the time of the explosion, bringing then the number of missing and confirmed dead to 16. We know a lot of people have been following what happened, and we, of course, want to bring you the most up-to-date information. Eric Pointer is out at the AES site, right in front of the gate, not far from the explosion. So, Eric, I know you've continued to learn more and turn up new information. What have you learned so far this morning?
Yeah, Jennifer, we're just really trying to stay on top of this to bring people, again, the most up-to-date information. And so I know that the sheriff's departments combined, they have a joint email address that they're sending out a lot of their updates to. So I reached out to that email address asking for an update, and they sent me back just a fact sheet of the latest information from that. Something that I've learned this morning is that there were 4 people who were injured in the initial explosion, but they were not in or near the building that we know that has been destroyed. And so that is a new piece of information that we're learning. We also learned yesterday during their press briefing, because I've been combing through and listening back to those press briefings and taking some more notes. And so something else that I picked up from a press briefing that they did yesterday was that they are doing, the TBI is out here doing rapid DNA testing on the remains that they're finding so that they can try to identify them and let the families know. So again, lots of details coming in still. And we also know that we are, again, going to be learning and expecting to learn more about those victims, like you mentioned. And the ATF's national team is here, and they will be taking the lead, going through the site foot by foot, starting from the outside, working their way into where they believe the explosion happened. And they have brought together experts from across the country, certified explosive specialists, bomb technicians, electrical engineers, forensic chemists, and just many others, bringing decades of experience, all trying to figure out what happened here.
At this point, the cause of this explosion has not yet been determined, and we will not speculate. What we can say is that every effort is being made to conduct a thorough, methodical, and science-based investigation to find the answers that led to this tragedy and the answers that this community deserves.
Now, the ATF spokesperson says that its mission is to protect the public, so they want to not only find out what happened here, but also if there was any criminal activity, then they want to hold those responsible accountable for their actions. Or if this was an accident, then they want to make sure that there is training in place to make sure that this doesn't happen again. And we do know that there will be another update. They will be holding another press briefing sometime today. That is what we were told yesterday. So I did reach out and ask when that briefing would be. We're still working to learn more, but the information that we have right now is that it's likely going to be in the afternoon. So again, that's something we're going to stay on top of. And once we learn when that will be, we'll be there, of course, and provide those updates as we can. I'll send it back to you in the studio.
All right, Eric, thank you. And as we mentioned, we're told the names of the 16 victims will be announced at a press conference later today. Be sure to keep an eye on our website, newschannel5.com, as well as our app and social media pages for the very latest.